So the first exercise on the 5-minute workout is the Russian twist. Now, a few cues I want you to pay attention to is when your back is at an angle, but your core is tight. So you want to keep it that way. We're going to go for 30 seconds. All right. Okay, you're touching. Oh, let me mention that you can have your feet on the floor, your heels. Okay. You're touching right on your side there for 30 seconds. Shoot for a minimum of 10. That's 1, 2. Okay, not 1, 2. Okay. To make it more advanced, you can have your feet up. Still, you want to have a tight core. You can cross your ankles and go side to side. All right. That's the Russian twist. You want to go for 30 seconds or a minimum of 10. 1, 1, 2, 2. All right. The second exercise is the dead bug, and some of you have expressed confusion with the instructions on the workbook, so that's why I'm trying to give you these demonstrations. The typical dead bug, you just have, I'm trying to go where you can see me. You have your arms, your knees at a 90-degree angle, and you're just going down and back. But for this one, you're going to have your hand on your thigh, and you're going to push. Okay, so you're pushing with your knee in, and your arm is pushing it away, kind of like when you go to the doctor. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Same arm, same leg. When your arm and leg come back together, you're putting your hand on your thigh and you're pushing. And your thigh is pushing in, your hand is pushing out. Now you also want to try to make sure that your back stays flat. Sometimes that's difficult, so you might have to go real slow, make sure there's no gap here, and push. Make sure your pelvic is touching the floor. Slow and controlled, 30 seconds for that exercise as well. And this one, you can count 1, 2, all right, a minimum of 10. So that is your dead bug. Have fun with that one. We'll move on. The third exercise on the 5-minute ab workout is the plank. Many of you are already familiar with the plank, but you want to make sure that your spine stays level when you're holding the plank. It also helps when your heels touch, when your feet are together, and you can even put some tension on that if you want, and it'll help you maintain your plank. This one is 30 seconds. There's no count. You just hold it for 30 seconds. Okay? Just like that. Again, a neutral spine. My heels are touching. And of course, you're squeezing your abs. You're engaging your abs. If you want to make it more difficult, you can do a plank walk. You're going up and down. All right, that's it. So make sure you do all 3 exercises back to back to back. No rest in between. Where you get your rest is while you're doing the exercise. If you have to pause, slow down, do that. But you want to do all the exercises back to back. 4 sets of these should take you to 5 minutes. If you're 3 sets in and you're at 5 minutes, then you can build up to that. All right? Have fun. Let me know what you think. For those of you who wanted to add spice to the workout, if you wanted to add 2 more exercises, or if you want to substitute one of these exercises for the other 3 I've already demonstrated, I added the single leg V-up and the butterfly crunch. First, we'll go into the butterfly crunch. All right, your feet just meet here in the middle. You come back, And you can use your feet, squeezing them together to help you get up. What I don't want you to do is try to use momentum. Ease back and slowly ease up. Okay, so that's a butterfly crunch. Again, 30 seconds, a minimum of 10. All right, have fun with that. The last exercise I added to this exercise program is the single leg V up. Again, try not to use momentum for this one. You're going to go opposite arm and leg, and you're going to engage your core. Lay all the way back, arms and legs are straight. Again, no momentum. Engage your core. Now, modification can be to just use your knee. Do a knee in. Engage your core. Control the way up and down. Again, if you're feeling any pain, stop. You know what your body feels like. I mean, you don't need to be in pain. Okay, of course, crunches are kind of painful, but you know what I mean. Always consult your doctor before you start an exercise program. And that's it. Let me know what you think. Have fun.